What's going on YouTube? It's Boss Antelope 86 here. Finally back with another video. I know, it's been a while. I've been thinking about videos as of late, but I haven't been able to fully post one. Mainly because I've been lazy. So, what the hell, might as well go for another one. I'm going to be playing Fortnite. I want to say to this that I am... Oh, first of all, this is a face reveal, so take it all in. Second of all, what video should I do? I've been thinking about doing... These are my favorite, topics. Favorite Slipknot songs, favorite Ghost Adventures episodes, the whole 9 yards, and I don't know what to do. And I haven't been on YouTube. I've been on YouTube, but I haven't been able to post a video. So, today we're going to go over the top 10 favorite Slipknot songs of all time. This one's a doozy. Because there's a lot of Slipknot songs out there that are awesome. And B, there's a lot of them that don't get appreciated as much. But I'm here to say they should be. These songs are by far my favorite of all time, and I hope they are to you. And this is the first ever top 10 I've ever done. So if you don't like my own objectives or my own opinions, that's fine. But make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and let's get into the countdown. Number 10. Duality. What can I say about this song that has not been said? It's got everything. It's got chaos. It has gotten heavy metal. The vocals are god tier. This song is beautiful in every way, shape, and form. The only reason I have it at number 10 is that it's a good song, but I don't think it's as good as the other ones I'm going to have. In most people's eyes, it's like a number 1 or top 5. It's top 10. I know that for a fact. It's a good song. It could get a little repetitive. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying that it's good. It just gets repetitive a few times. But besides that, it's at number 10. What can I say? It is a beautiful, beautiful song. Number 9. Holy balls, folks. This is not as easy as you think. This one is going to be a tough one. Because when I get down to the ones that I know are good, but I honestly don't know. It's a tie. I'm going to put this at a tie. It's going to be between Lech or whatever the hell it's called, and Nomadic. At first, I was going to pick Nomadic or Lech, but these songs are very, very good. It's got the heavy metal, it's got the emotion, it's got clear messages, it's got everything. I love this song. It's so good. It fits this band so well. So, Lech, it talks about that no one is invincible, basically. I think that's what their point is. Nomadic, I don't really know what this song is about. It's awesome. And a little bit of trivia, or a little bit of a fun fact. If you listen to the end of Goodbye, which is dedicated to Paul Gray, rest in peace, The end of the song is dedicated to that. So that's why this song is so good. It ties in with, the previous song, the aforementioned Paul Gray. It just goes on and on and on. I could go on like a full 10 minutes about how good this song was. But to be honest, it couldn't tie up with Lech or whatever. I don't know what it's called. I just know the good notes of it. No one is bulletproof. That song's got everything. Now, the only reason why it's a tie is because I can't decide which is better. Both of the songs are very, very, very good. And if you disagree, that's fine. You don't have to agree with my opinions, but I feel like you should. But overall, this song was awesome. Both of them are great. They're both on the great chapter. And that was a dark time for Slipknot because the aforementioned Paul Gray just passed, it's not as the same level as Iowa, but man, it was such a sad time. They were on that 6-year hiatus after all hope is gone. It was a sad time for them because they lost their good friend due to an accident. I know what happened, but I'm not sure if it was an accidental drug overdose. But besides that, Vetarella, he's a good bassist, but you can't beat the originals. You cannot beat Paul Gray. But besides that, Lech, I don't know what the hell it's called. I'm going to call it Lech, and Nomadic are both at number 9. Number 8. This one was a tricky one, yet again. But I'm going to have to go with Psychosocial. I know most of you Slipknot fans are probably thinking, wow, this guy's a douche. He's going to do that. Wow. Psychosocial is one of my favorite songs of all time. I know. I used to hate it because I didn't understand it. But as time went on, I loved the song. It was one of my favorites. I would headbang to death with that song. The only reason why it's at number 8 is I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's a really good song. It displays all the vocals that Corey can go to in terms of pure, vocal-wise, it's a good song. I just feel like it gets, again, with number 10, with Duality, I feel like it gets repetitive. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a good song. Go check it out. It's a classic. And it comes out at number 8, mostly because it's repetitive. Saying it's a bad song. It's really good. I just don't think it's, top 5 material. Number 6. Are we in number 6? No, number 7. Number 7, I'm sorry. Oh god, this one was so hard to decide. I am a huge fan of Slipknot. I wanted to go to a concert someday, but I'm too young to go to, but that's besides the point. Wow, this one was so tough. I've got 3, but I don't want to make another tie because I feel like that's just cheating at this point. I can't choose, but I'm going to stick to my guns, and I'm going to say, Spit It Out. It's a good song. Come on, people, you know. It's an awesome song. There's no ifs and or buts about it. Spit It Out, it's a good song. There's no debating it. It's an overall just classic song. I can't tell you how many times I would listen to that song. I would be jamming out. My parents will be looking at me, wondering, what the hell are you doing? I can't tell you how many times that would happen. I seriously cannot tell you how many times that would happen. Honestly, it's a good song. There's no debating it. It's an overall good song, and most of you will agree. I cannot say much what's not been said about the song. It's got everything. It's got from people that are like threatening to take Slipknot off due to all the nonsense that they've been doing on like radio and all that stuff. But there's not much to say about the song. It's good. It's awesome. It comes in at number 8. Or number 7. Number 6. Now we're at number 6. Man, this one. I'm going to have to go with All Hope Is Gone. I know most of you are thinking, wow, he's putting this over like Sulfur, Snuff, all the good songs. Don't get me wrong, those songs are awesome, and they deserve their own, own spot. I'm not saying they're bad, I just don't feel like they are, they're not heavy songs, I know that for a fact. But come on, people. It's a good song. It's the last song on their All Hope Is Gone album. It's a classic, in my opinion. I loved every minute of this song. I mean, there's not a lot said that's not been said. I know I'm putting this over Psychosocial, but I gotta stick to what I know, man. This song was awesome. Not much I could say about it. That has been said. It's a good song. I know. It's not really a classic like what everyone thinks, but come on. It's the last song of their album, so you gotta give them some credit. I mean, it's a good song. Number 5. Diluted. This one was a personal favorite of mine. If the other songs weren't on the top 5, or if the songs that I chose in the top 5 weren't on the top 5 or weren't above this song was the epitome of badass. You got, the classic riff. You got that one part where the Carlito, or no, the Cemetery Man, where I ain't got time for living. That part was just awesome in its own. You got, I See You in Me, all that stuff. It's a good song. Honestly, it's a banger. It's a banger. That's all I can say about it. And it comes in at number 5. Number 4. This one was, at first, I didn't like it. I thought it was boring. I thought it was stupid. I thought, oh, that's another song I'm going to skip. This song changed my thought of it. Guys, it's welcome. This song is the epitome of, badass. You've got the classic riffs. You've got, the headbanging, riff. It's a riff. It is everything you need to know about a Slipknot song in one. There's so much to say about the song. There's a lot. I was going to put 3 Nell, but I didn't feel like putting it because I thought, it's kind of meh. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad song. It's actually a really good song. But besides that, I feel like it was just another song that I would just, think, and not, what other people think. That's a good song. But I love Welcome. It was a good song, in my opinion. It was, in my own opinion, the best song in the 2004 album. I mean, you can have your Before I Forget, you can have your Duality, your Pulse of the Maggots, The Blister Exists. You can't beat Welcome. Welcome is such a good song. Right, all of these songs are recommended. If you are into that, all these songs are recommended. There is no ifs and or buts about it. These songs are all recommended. This song basically turns Slipknot on its head. So it comes in at number 4. What can I say about it? This is a great song. I think it was a great message that they send, and it comes in at number 4. Oh boy! Top 3 territory! Oh my god, this one, it's down to nitpicking, honestly. This is, like, the hardest to pick. Because it's so hard to pick these songs. You have no idea. Number 3, I gotta say The Devil and I. Man, there's no debating it. It's a great song. It's got the riff. It's got the emotion. It's got the vocals. It's got everything. It's a Slipknot song in one, basically. It's such a good song. There's no debating it. I feel like that it does, along with the others, it does get repetitive. But the reason why it's above, Psychosocial and Duality is when I originally listened to the song, I thought, oh, it's just a guy screaming. It's nothing. But this song made me, obsessed with Slipknot. This song was so... This was Slipknot at its best. But, again, there's no ifs and or buts about it. It's a great song. It's a classic. Comes in at number 3. Oh my god, number 2. Oh my god, dude. This is honestly a hard list to put. Because when I first thought about it, it's probably not going to be that hard. As I say the songs, the lyrics are in my head. And honestly, it's so hard to pick which song is better than the other. Dude, these songs are so good, but, there's no, I can't pick, which one's better. Number 2, though, I want to give it a tie, but I don't feel like doing that because I already did that. Oh, excuse me. Number 2 has to be Gently. I love everything about this song. This song took my breath away. It was headbanging at its finest. This song, oh my god, dude, I can't tell you how good the song was. This song was so good. I would headbang to it for 24 hours. That's how good the song was. It's creepy. It's got the metal. It's got the screaming. It's got the vocals. It's got the riffs. It's got the drums. It's got everything. And now that I think about it, I'm kind of describing number 1 here. But this song was so good. It was probably the best of their Iowa album. Though there was a couple other songs that were good, but I had to place this one mostly because this is a song I mostly remembered, or not remembered, the one I listened to the most. So that's my input on it. So Gently comes at number 2. Sorry about that. Okay. Before we get to number 1, I want to throw a couple honorable mentions. Songs that were good, in my opinion. What? Oh, the camera's a little... man. Songs that were good, in my opinion, but they couldn't be top 5 material. I'm gonna do 5 honorable. I might do 6. I'll do 5. I'll do 5. I'll just limit it to 5. The first one. People equal shit. I mean, come on. It's an instant classic. There's no debating it. It's just good overall. This song was so good. It was so good. So good. This song was literally in my head for like 5 days. And every time I like listen to it, you can't help but headbang. It's such a good song, man. Honestly, and it's an instant classic. Honorable mention number 2. Wait and Bleed. The first single that they ever released back in their in the old days, and people say their best days, to be honest, was the first Slipknot album, which was their self-titled album. There's not much I can say about the song that hasn't been said already. It's a classic. It's got everything in one. And it's it gets an honorable mention mostly because, you know, it's a great song. There's no if and or buts about it. So, you know, you can't beat the classics, man. Honorable mention number 3. Before I forget. Now, I know some of you are going to be kind of mad at me for putting this over, you know, Before I Forget. Or over Duality. Let me explain. Yes, Duality and Before I Forget are 2 classic songs. The reason why I put Duality over is mostly because it's got a little more emotion to it, but I felt like I could have done Duality and then Before I Forget, but I don't know why. I just like Duality a little bit more, but before, I didn't like Duality. I thought Duality was stupid. I didn't, like, whenever it come on my playlist, I would just delete it, or I would just skip the song. But no, this song was, but no, Duality changed that around. It changed my whole perspective of that song. And I love Before I Forget, mostly because it reminds me of, like, I don't know, it just reminds me of a lot of good times that I had. And honestly, it's one of the best in my own opinion. So yeah. Honorable mention number 4. Wow, this one was insane to pick. I'm gonna have to go with Eyeless. It's a good song. There's no if and or buts about it yet again. It's a good song. It's got a great riff. It's got everything you need in a Slipknot song. You don't need, like, catchy, you know, random bullshit or something like that. You know, it's just a great song overall, and honestly, it's one of my favorites. The final honorable mention. I'm gonna have to go with Gematria, or whatever the hell it's called. The Killing Name. I almost forgot to put this on the list. I love this song, mostly because, A, it's a long. Long songs don't mean they're obviously going to be good, but my god, they just blew the shit out of this song. This song went for 6 minutes, which at first, I didn't like it. I hated it. And then something happened, and my whole perspective of this song just changed on a dime. This song was so fun. I bet it was fun for them to even, like, do. But, like, at the same time, it's a little, you know, it gets, you know, left out in the dust. It's underrated as all hell. And, well, most of the songs are on this list, so, you know, what you're gonna do. And it comes in on our last honorable mention, actually. Okay, we've come to number 1. This one, without a doubt, is probably my favorite song of all time. There's no debating it. This song got me interested into what their album was going to be. This song was so good. At first, I didn't understand what they were doing. I didn't understand what it was all talking about. This song was so beautiful. Number 1, All Out Life. What can I say about this song? This song was so fun to listen to. It was amazing. It's got the whole 9 yards. It's such a fun song. I bet you that whenever Corey made this song, he had a blast. When I originally saw that this was their new song that they're coming out, and they're going to be making an album this year, which I'm really excited about because I've been a fan for a while. For a long time, actually. My jaw dropped. My jaw literally dropped. I could not believe that they made a new song in the last 4 years. I thought they were done after this. They did make a live album, but I don't really care for those albums because they're kind of boring, but I did like the Gently Song live reaction, though, because that was pretty funny. There's not much I could say about this song. Honestly, 100% recommend. This song was so good that I will want to play it one day. It was such a good song. There's no debating it. It kind of blurs the lines of kind of fiction and reality a little bit. At the same time, it was such a good song. It's got everything you need to know about the band. It literally... the song is basically about challenging yourself. That's what the song is all about. And they put it on such a grand scale that there's no way to top it. There might be a couple other songs to top it, but in my opinion, there's no way to top it. It's such a good song, there's no debating it. All Out Life is an overall amazing song. It's at number 1. What can you say about it? There's no if, and, or buts about it. It's a good song, so hallelujah. Praise you, Jesus. And that was my top 10 favorite Slipknot songs. It was fun. It was kind of hard to put into words of how good every song was. And basically, it was really hard to decide which ones were good and which ones were, which ones were the best, basically. So, hope you guys enjoyed this list. And if you do, make sure you like, comment, and or subscribe. It's your boy, Boss Antelope 86. Peace!